Please welcome to the stage your host, Darren Shelton.
This is where the party's at.
My gosh. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, audience. Welcome, everybody at home, to our November recording of Planet Ant Presents Ant Planet. Yeah, there it is. Okay, cool. We're warming up this audience. We got a good one. We got a good one for you tonight. My name is Darren Shelton. I am your host. I'm also the executive director here at Planet Ant. And this is a show that I love being a part of. Ant Planet was created to shine a light on the interesting artists and initiatives and organizations and events going on here at Planet Ant, but also in the greater Detroit region and beyond. So let's give it up for those artists that you're going to see tonight. There it is. We're starting to really get something cooking here, audience. You at home, I trust that you're doing the exact same thing. Stand up from your couch, clap, yell. It's required. I want to mention a couple things. We are a nonprofit organization. I know. What do you mean? We exist we exist with the purpose of providing vital resources to artists of all disciplines. Here at Planet Ant, you will see everything from improv comedy to sketch comedy, dramatic theater, burlesque, drag, stand-up comedy, live music, variety shows. There's a million things I'm forgetting because we do way too many different things. If you're interested in getting involved here, or if you're interested in taking classes, or if you're interested in creating something, if you say, I have an idea and I don't see a place for it out there in the world, Planet Ant's that place. So come here, come hang out at the bar, come to any show, talk to anyone. They will point you in the right direction, or you can go to planetant.com or visit us on all of the social medias. That's high tech right there, right? You just talk and curtains close behind you. I'm gonna get out of the way. We're gonna get this show started. We normally have a comedic segment to start off the show, a stand-up comedy segment, but we're gonna try something new and exciting. So without further ado, are you guys ready for the show? Yeah, one more time. Are you ready for this? Thank you so much. Please welcome to the stage, Big Time Garbage. Yeah, this is exciting. I don't even think they understand how exciting this is yet. Audience,
I think they do. I think they're a clever crowd.
Okay, so yeah, you know what? Don't milk the audience with compliments. This is my show. I'm just kidding.
Brett loves milking.
Bart, Blaine, Brett. Welcome. Of
B-Dog, and B-Dog.
Yeah, just to make it more clear.
So you guys of Big Time Garbage, Twitch, podcast, everywhere. But tonight of... We'll get into the deep conversation later on, but to start off this show, and I don't want to mess this up, we are going to attempt the world record for most best hot takes ever in 5 minutes.
That's right.
It is a world record. So
it's gonna be pretty easy. We do that on the podcast about every time.
We're hot take guys.
Yeah, just kind of smart stuff.
So the way this works is we've found some unique groups of different types of people, and we've gotten some completely random prompts. And we are going to see how many of these prompts we can go through and get the best hot take. The best hot take or the most best?
Best and most.
Best and most hot takes.
Yes,
so we're not gonna
best.
dig too deep into the rules here. Our guys backstage got it. So our first set of prompts was provided to us by the group of mall walking grandmas. Provided these first set of prompts.
Wow.
Cool. All right. So Booth, you got the official timer. I'm gonna get my official Fitbit timer. Going to, actually. All right, so right now we're going to start. Okay, so from mall walking grandmas, the first prompt is, Bart cried for 45 minutes because he couldn't get Taylor Swift tickets.
Yeah. He was going to get a whole bunch of them, and he was going to sell them to the mall walkers of America.
You should have seen him during the Wiggles tickets thing. That was hard for him too.
What's wrong with being a sensitive male?
There's nothing. He waited in line, but he went to Ticket Maestro instead of Ticketmaster.
Yeah, they sold me tiny tickets.
He actually went to go see Mini Taylor Swift, which is kind of like Mini Kiss.
Yeah.
Which were not as expensive.
Dude, I didn't cry.
That's what the thing said. The
Mall walking grandmas.
I am popular with
how
the
do they know?
memas.
All right, that's number one. Okay, prompt number 2. Pineapple on pizza rolls?
Okay, bad idea.
I think great idea, but we lack the technology.
So a bad idea. I mean, we'd like to go to Mars, but we can't do that. So
I mean, I'm saying the pizza roll. The thing of the pizza roll is everything is inside of it, right? So putting something on it would be defeating the purpose of the pizza roll.
again, we don't have the technology.
Next
right?
prompt. Would you get laser eye surgery if they switched to using a musket?
10 for 10, yes.
Does that mean I get to shoot lasers out?
No. I think the prompt means like you know
You
how
think it does?
yeah.
There was no collusion with the mall walkers here?
Not at all, dude.
So you're saying instead of a straight shot, it's like a musket where it could go anywhere. I could get my forehead fixed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
you get
yes,
implants.
Yes,
and-
yes, it would.
okay.
My cheek can see really far now.
I mean, lasers sound cool and all, but like musket is cool. I don't know. Never mind.
When you do say laser eye surgery, it sounds like I'm going to shoot lasers
It sounds
out of my
cool,
eyes
though,
after this,
right?
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Next prompt.
All right,
let's go.
This one's a 2-parter, as it says at the top.
Huh.
How much of the lava lamp could you drink, and would you chew the goopy part?
Hey,
All
wait,
of
and
it.
What's part B of that? Can you repeat that?
I think the part A is how much could you drink, and part B is would you chew the goopy part?
No,
It seems like one question to me.
you got to take it all at once. Otherwise, you're wasting your time, and you might get become a hippie.
Well, would you chew the goopy part or no?
Isn't
or
that a
kinda
Bob Marley song? You got to choose the goopy part.
Yeah.
Doesn't he say that? No goopy part, no cry or something.
So the key to that is you got to tornado it, and it'll all go down, and then you open up your throat, and that's that.
There you go.
A lava tornado.
Yeah,
This guy. All right.
All right, Trump, dude.
All right.
Oof, feeling
All right,
good. Feeling good.
prompt, whatever number we're on. Is Tom Cruise?
Yes.
Hmm.
This
This is a stumper.
I don't know.
Is Tom
The jury's out.
We're quick. Sometimes before 1985.
Yeah. That's my hot take is yes,
Yes.
he is.
All right.
All right, next prompt.
All right.
This is
Quick.
This is a 2-parter also.
Again?
What is the superior style of wiping while pooping, to clarify? And part 2 is hamburger or hot dog?
Hamburger, 10 for 10.
Well, you got to mix it up. It depends on the type of poop.
Yeah.
I think it's hot dog, but you're standing up and you're upside down.
Darren, are you hamburger hot dog style?
Hamburger.
Do you go left to right or right to left?
Left to right. It's Soldier Boy.
Sounds like we got a couple of sloppy joes over here.
All right. Hot take.
Yeah.
Hot take. Neither one. You got to spell the alphabet.
That is true.
You got to spell the alphabet while wiping.
When I wipe, I spell the alphabet backwards.
Yeah.
In cursive.
But I'm dyslexic, so it's frontwards.
I do
There
the
you go.
German alphabet. It's much rougher.
All right.
I do the NATO alphabet because it gets past me.
Yeah.
There you go.
I do the Braille alphabet. It's a lot of dabbing.
And then holding it on for a long time.
All right, come on.
All
We're
right,
on time.
next prompt from Mall Walking Grandmas. America wants to know about trains.
About what? What?
Trains.
Trains? Yes, they do. Actually, no, they don't, because they keep on saying, no, we don't want trains. We like cars. Vroom, vroom. And I say that's bad.
If you think about it, cars are kind of like mini trains without the tracks or conductor.
Sometimes, even if you don't think about it, it is like that. You don't even have to think about it.
Dude,
You could say that.
How do
You
you
know
think
what
I
brings
just
all
said that?
transportation together? The transport part. It's the moving.
Whoa, transport.
Hot. Too hot.
Americans actually prefer bullet trains.
Can we say that? Can we say that on here?
We love guns.
And they go to all the schools.
All right, the official.
Did we do it?
Hang on, I'm trying to hear.
Of course we did it.
You guys. We were off by 1.
No.
Oh,
Oh my God. Audience, can we
dang
get a
it.
collective groan for these failures? All right, you guys go backstage and think hard and
We'll
long
figure
about
this
this,
out.
and we will
Sorry.
figure out what to do. Keep it going for these failures, big time garbage. It's okay. Honestly, I trust that we'll see more of them before this night is through. Seemingly have a lot more prompts. How's it going, audience? You getting a little taste of what Ant Planet is about, maybe? I think that's our first attempt at a world record here, officially sanctioned by Mark Guinness. Hey, you might notice the couch is empty. Ant Planet always has a co-host, says our ongoing, consistent audience that's here every time, right? What could be going on? Hey, we have a guest co-host this month. Please welcome to the stage our guest co-host, Alex Meitz.
Hi. Oh my goodness, you all look so amazing. I do have a prize for somebody. And it's going to go to my favorite audience member. And it's an ice-cold Pabst Frisbee. Oh my God, thank you so much. So you all need to be on your best behavior to get this hot, hot prize. Okay?
I feel
I'll
like
be watching.
I feel like I'm excited. I'm excited to have you as a co-host. I really am.
I'm thrilled to be here. I watched Andy co-host last time, and honestly, I was offended.
I think he killed a guy that day.
I know.
Yeah, I think
he
he killed a guy.
I saw him in the parking lot, and he said, "Alex, don't tell anybody, but I killed a guy today."
Yeah, no, it was an interesting conversation. I'm not sure where he is today. I'm sure he's fine.
I don't think that he asked enough hard-hitting questions. And
So you're going to come out with the hard-hitting questions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm excited for that. So, Alex, these days, ever present here at Planet Ant, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, you have, I don't know, in the last, since we've reopened, you've been either directing or assistant directing or working or learning the booth or taking on whatever responsibility you can get here. And now co-host is the newest hat that you're going to wear.
Adding it onto the resume for
Awesome.
sure.
So tell the people at home a little bit about you.
Well, currently you can find me on my podcast called Couch Potato Queens. We're a reality TV podcast. So if you're a hell yeah, one person.
Give
who
it up for
watches
Couch
The
Potato
Bachelor.
Queens, please.
Yeah. So if you're a big piece of trash like I am and you watch reality TV, check us out on YouTube. We're called Couch Potato Queens. Yes.
It's funny. I asked if I could plug the other individuals who host that show, and Alex was like, "No, fuck no, they're not here," which is a great, very funny thing
If
to
my
me.
other co-hosts want to come plug the show, then we can say their name, okay?
Yeah, there you go.
No, I'm putting in the work. No.
All right, audience, give it up for co-host Alex Meitz.
Thank you.
Okay, are you ready to go?
Oh, hell yeah.
All right, bye. See you now. I think it's time for our first interview segment of the show. Please welcome of singer-songwriter night at Ghostlight. Please welcome to the stage Dave Toennies. I did it. I said your name right.
You nailed it.
I've known you for years, and the first thing I said to you today is, Dave, I need the definitive pronunciation on your name.
Guys, I tell you, I don't know if you out there in the audience can see the way my name is spelled, but it's Toennies, and I promise you, it does not look the way it sounds.
No, it doesn't.
And if you walk through your entire life and you make it to like 30 with a name like that, you get just sort of used to like people pronounce it correctly, and I'm like, I don't know, is that right?
That would be a nightmare for my dyslexia. Like traumatizing.
I was in the room for your wedding recently, and I still don't know how to say your name correctly. Which also, fun fact, audience, anybody here, you're in the same room he got married in. Dave got married in this room. How long ago now?
Place.
How long ago?
Like a month ago.
A month ago.
Yeah.
Wow, how's it going?
It's great.
It's
so
great.
Far, you
Yeah.
know?
Are you enjoying the sanctity of marriage?
So far so good. We were actually, technically speaking, we got married. We did the City Hall thing like a year prior.
So this was just the performative, the performative ceremony.
In true Planet Ant fashion, it was just
You had to make a
performative.
big song and dance
Like,
about it. Hell yeah.
It was the reverse dress rehearsal or whatever, I guess. So Dave, so I think this is a fun fact, right? Singer-songwriter night, which you host, which we'll get into. There's a whole lineage thing going on here, but I think that currently, other than Monday Night Improv, Singer-songwriter night is the longest running weekly recurring thing here at Planet Ant.
I'm just learning this now.
Yeah, no, I thought it would be I was trying to look back, and there's nothing else that's other than Monday Night Improv that's been running for 25 years or whatever, so you could catch it.
Very cool. And again, I can't take credit for, again, compared to something as long running as like Monday Night Improv. But it still feels good to be recognized, right? Like the open mic that we do here on Tuesday nights is itself sort of it doesn't belong to necessarily one place. It is something that I've taken over. I've hosted at different places around the city. And those various ones that I've taken over have been hosted by different folks and have then been in the vein of other hosts. And comes to be that like we end up here eventually, finally, at the Ghost Light at the Planet Ant. And there's a lot of us who used to have homes at other places, other open mics, that are just happy to have a Tuesday night where we just sort of get to make it whatever we want it.
Yeah. Yeah, keep it going, audience. Give it up for Songwriter Night. So, one of the one of the things I love about Planet Ant, about Ghostlight, about all of this stuff is everyone here in a I'm new here. It's my first day at Planet Ant, or in a leadership role, has inherited this from somebody. You know, whether it's 10 years ago or last week, and I think it's really cool to see that with the singer-songwriter community, which those of you who don't know, I think that St. Cece's closed about a month before Ghostlight opened. And we were very lucky because I've known Allison Lewis for a long time, and she facilitated just a bar staff swap. So we inherited a great staff and a great bunch of people with a great bunch of traditions really rooted in the singer-songwriter community.
And like, what a cool thing, you know, if you're opening a new spot, like to immediately feel like an old spot,
yeah.
Right? Like, because you've got the staff, you've got like something that's already familiar, and especially for something as, for better or for worse, sometimes insular as the songwriter community is, like, it's just homey immediately for everybody who comes in. Whether you've been doing it for like, you know, brand new into it, or you've been doing it for decades. Like, you come in on a Tuesday night, and you see people that you know. You like feel like this is a place you've been already, even though this place hasn't been around, you know, all that long.
Yeah.
We're the cheers of Hamtramck.
We are the cheers of Hamtramck. I think we could be. I think that's who am I?
It's got to be dancing, right?
Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. I'm not Norm. I want to be Norm, but I'm not.
No, it's just dancing.
I
Okay,
think
cool.
you
I'll
could be
take
Norm.
that.
You have to work your way up.
Okay, cool. That's
Yeah.
fine.
You have the potential.
So, Dave, I think that one of the things that like speaking of like your tenure of this hosting, even in this time, it's not a short time, it is an extended amount of time, but this night has grown, it's changed, and a songwriter night in November 2022 probably looks a lot different than a songwriter night in November 2018, right? What's going on?
You know, would you believe that it's better? Like, you know, in a lot of ways. Obviously, with the pandemic, it took a minute once we started doing in-person events for people to feel comfortable coming out again, especially for something where like you gotta get so explicitly intimate as to like go and like spew your germs on like a microphone, you know, like it was like it took a little bit longer for like the open mic people to come out, I think, than maybe just people to go to a restaurant again.
Yeah.
But now we are back to just every single week. It doesn't matter. We fill up every single slot. We get out of there as efficiently as we possibly can. And one thing that I really like is like there is a lot of respect among the people who do come out, whether they're coming out for the first time, whether they've been there for ages. Just like, no, we're gonna all do this. We're gonna turn this over really quickly. We're gonna try to like have a very efficient evening. We're gonna all try to be quiet and respectful when we can. When people are up on stage, when people are done, we're gonna applaud. We're gonna just do whatever we can, like little stuff. Like,
Yeah, it's a good group. It's a good group of people that cares about each other, right? It doesn't feel like any one person's vanity project. It feels like 1 + 1 is 10 with everybody in the room.
That's it, man. People come out for the community. I usually just say like, we're lucky that we got a space that lets us have this sort of night that like just lets us come in, turn the lights on, put the microphones up, and let everybody have at it.
Yeah.
Like that's all it is. The rest of it is everybody who comes out.
I think it's if you haven't been, go check it out. It is very, very special thing that anybody can be a part of. Just some housekeeping. It's Tuesdays at Ghostlight. The bar opens at 7. Sign-ups start at 7:30. Music 8 to midnight.
8 to midnight.
And get there early and sign up if you want a slot, or
Do
just
get
come
there
and watch.
early. Yeah, no kidding. I got to get up early. I got to get up at like 4 o'clock in the morning for work. So I'm serious. Midnight.
Hard out at midnight. Do not stay later.
done.
Dave, thank you so much for coming out tonight. Songwriter night every Tuesday at Ghostlight. Give it up for Dave Toennies. Also, you can catch Dave on November 18th at the Raven Cafe in Port Huron from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. and on the 21st at Green Brain Comics in Dearborn from 8 o'clock till 9 p.m. Wow. Cooking tonight, audience. Let's keep this show going. From the upcoming production, Trouble Don't Last, a poetic play, please welcome to the stage One Single Rose. So we figured out before the show that we have met before, and we do not know where.
Somewhere in Detroit.
Somewhere in Detroit. So,
Yeah.
audience, if you know where we might have met, please let me know. What is that
That's
from?
such a specific. If you know where these two people
Hey, listen,
have met,
you don't know what works.
We
you got
need
cameras,
help.
you got a platform.
help them out, okay? Just make it up.
So I am excited. You are our first poetry guest,
Hey,
which is pretty
you bust
exciting.
my cherry.
So that's awesome. Poetry here in this region. What is it about that art form that attracted you?
Just the truth in the word and how powerful the word is. I didn't really realize it until I started writing that there's so much power in what you say. Words can be used to hurt or heal. And it's really your choice how you're going to put it out there. So I always try to approach everything with love. And so I just use the word to do what it is that I do.
That is, I'm excited. I'm excited for this show specifically. Trouble Don't Last, a poetic play. What's it about?
These past 2 years have been crazy for everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So we're bringing all that craziness to the stage in Poetically Speaking Detroit and One Single Rose, Trouble Don't Last, 3 shows, and basically you'll probably see yourself in this production. You may laugh, you may cry. There's issues that we've all been going through as a result of COVID, and we're bringing it all to the stage, and it's dope. We have some amazing poets from all around, and I just say you got to come check it out.
Yeah, I will be there. It's December 9th and 10th, 8 p.m. on both days with a 3 p.m. Matinee on Saturday the 10th. And you can find that on Eventbrite. But is there a specific piece from this that jumps out at you? Or, I don't know, is there anything you can give away beyond just the come and see?
Well, we had our first rehearsal Saturday, and we cried.
Oh.
So if that doesn't let you know that we're going to be bearing it all on the stage, I don't know what will.
Yeah. I have an idea of what might. We were talking before the show. One, we have the same birthday.
Yes, 313.
Both of our birthdays are March 13th,
what sign is
so
that?
Pisces.
Pisces. Oh, Pisces, some
Yeah.
water signs.
Yes, exactly. Number 2, we were talking before the show, and you asked me if you could do a short performance, which we didn't have in our running order, and I haven't told anybody in the team that we're going to do that. But hey, team, we're going to do that.
Oh my God!
So
surprise.
we're going to pivot, and we're going to do a short performance. So take it away.
All right. Welcome to her one-woman show. It's an ongoing broadcast that's always on air. There will never be any cancellation or procrastination. This is a can't stop, won't stop, production. Produced by a woman making magic. She makes the bread. She bakes the bread. She serves it up to fill bellies of the undeserving on the finest china, knowing nothing about me time because her plate's always filled with something to do for someone else. You think this woman was a ringmaster the way she juggles through her days, multitasking as the CEO of everyone's destiny except hers. She's energized like that damn bunny rocking while we roll, trying to keep her pockets on swole. She can't afford to get sick or be hitting that lick, so she'll keep on ticking like a Timex wound up on borrowed time. Someone put a spell on her. Matrix moves with X-ray vision fail to block venom from penetrating her veins. She ignores the sting, walking around for days and a days with an IQ that exceeds brilliance, but she does the dumbest stuff, battering her crown, wearing herself down, forgetting to look out for number one. Writing for her in the afternoon, maybe even dying for him by nightfall, but every morning she'll rise. Undefeated, ready to take on the world, feud with love from the creator pumping through her purple heart. He crowned her a queen. But this woman won't sit back or relax. She picks up her people's slack because she's a woman who works magic. Her life's a haunted fairy tale. As the pages turn, she longs for a happy ending, not realizing she's writing the book with power to dictate how it ends. One single rose, no stem.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Oh my
Thank
gosh,
you.
it's right.
I'm honored to be sitting on the same couch as you right
Oh,
now.
Alex.
Like,
Oh, no.
Give it up one more time for One Single Rose and that beautiful piece. What's that one called? Yeah.
That is called One Woman, Black Girl Magic.
There you go. One Woman, Black Girl Magic. Sorry.
No, Tony doesn't have the guitar.
Yeah, Tony doesn't have a guitar backstage. It's okay. Sorry. Showbiz. The show is Trouble Don't Last, a poetic play. It's December 9th and 10th with shows at 8 p.m. and on the 10th, a 3 p.m. matinee right here on this stage. You can find your tickets at Eventbrite and follow everything on social media. Thank you so much for coming out. That was fantastic and a treat.
Thank you for having me.
Audience, give it up one more time for One Single Rose.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Audience, how about that?
Wow.
There it is. I hear the fog
Wow.
machine going, which means, yep, sure enough, it is time for our first musical performance of the evening. You've already met him, but please welcome to the stage our musical guest for tonight, Dave Toennies.
Meet me in the middle, says the dishonest man, with a gleam in his eye and an outstretched hand. So trying to be civil, you take a step toward him, but he takes 2 steps backwards and smiles and says again, meet me in the middle, but now you're not so sure. The intentions of the man 2 steps away are all that pure. Meet me in the middle, he coaxes as he grins, prodding you to close the space that's between you and him. They'll say you're being dramatic while clutching their pearls. Don't cause a big scene, it's not the end of the world. I'm only gonna give up just a little if you meet me in the middle. Meet me in the middle, says the man now on TV. I'm only asking questions, it's okay to disagree. The panicked moderators, unsure of what to do, quietly, all politely conceded to his view. Meet me in the middle, I came here in good faith. You're too emotional, are you afraid of debate? Trying to present as even-keeled and dignified. The columnist agreed there were bad actors on both sides. Say you're being dramatic while clutching their pearls. Don't cause a big scene, it's not the end of the world. You're only gonna give up just a little if you meet me in the middle. In the middle, says the dishonest man, with a gleam in his eye and some sharp, sharp fangs. He tries to back away, but now he holds on to you tight. Meet me in the middle, I promise I don't bite. Say you're being dramatic while clutching their pearls. Don't cause a big scene, it's not the end of the world. I'm only gonna hurt you just a little if you meet me in the middle. I'm only gonna hurt you just a little if you meet me in the middle. I'm only gonna hurt you just a little if you meet me in the middle.
Keep it going for Dave Toennies. I almost messed it up, Dave. I almost messed it up. Wow. Please welcome to the stage, author of the novel A Life Known and Unknowable. Please welcome Jeff Carter.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening. So I want to. There's a short paragraph here describing you that I think is a good place for us to start here. Jeff Carter was a minister of the gospel with the Salvation Army for 20 years. Since leaving the ministry, he has recorded a jazz album, worked at a deli slicing cheese, been a quality inspector at an industrial factory, and is now a forklift operator. This is his second work of fiction. Jeff, you sound like an interesting guy.
A wearer of many hats.
There you go.
Yeah, that's
That's you.
I don't know. I'm just a guy, you know?
Yeah, right. So
Same.
So you've chosen to.
I like the deli reference. I used to joke with people that I was paid to cut the cheese.
There you go. There you go. That's
a fart joke.
That's an all-time dad joke
Dad
for
joke.
me. I'm gonna write that one down.
Save that for later.
Saving
Put
that
it in
for
your pocket.
later. Putting that one in my pocket. So Jeff, you wrote a novel. A novel about again. So in search of a totally unhistorical Jesus of Nazareth. And this book involves science fiction. It involves the future.
Some?
Yeah.
Some.
So
I'll use the microphone. That'll work better.
there you go. So I guess you, aware of many hats, writing a non-traditional novel about Jesus and science fiction.
It's not just science fiction. It is like me, so many hats. It is comedic. It is historical. It is unhistorical. It is science fiction. It is devout and irreverent at the same time. It's as uneven as I am.
Yeah. Yeah, and audience, I am currently reading this book, and I am enjoying it immensely. It is not at all what I expected. It's what is the message you're trying to, or the conversation you're trying to start?
I think that we often get kind of comfortable with things that we think we know. Everybody knows the story of Jesus. And maybe we don't, and we've become comfortable with things. I think I tried to do that with the one of my earlier books, which was a collection of limericks based on the Bible. And limericks are supposed to be rude and awful and terrible, and they are. My mom does not like that book. She pretends it doesn't exist. So I try to make the Bible, uncomfortable and weird and strange, and that's one of the things. That's one of the quotes I use at the beginning is that things that are important should be made difficult and hard because that's what makes them good.
Yeah, we talked a little bit. I am not a. I grew up and went through Catholic school. I'm not an outright religious person.
Yeah, give it up for
but
Catholic
I, you know,
Catholicism. Here we go.
I do consider myself a spiritual person. We'll talk in our next interview a little bit about spirituality side of recovery and whatnot. But I think one of the things that's interesting to me is in reading this book, it feels like there is a search for truth in a very human way, if that makes sense, right? I would imagine something you've intended, seeing how you wrote it.
Yeah, I mean, in the Christian tradition, we believe that Jesus was fully and properly God and truly and properly man, and it's a distinction, a division, and a combination that is wild and impossible to wrap our minds around. And so I've tried to make some of that, bring some of those impossible threads together in something that is fun and weird and strange all at the same time.
Do you have a specific moment or a point you kind of point at as something maybe interesting that an audience member might want to hear about in this?
So the novel is more and less based on the Gospel of Luke. And in Luke's Gospel, Jesus at one point says, "I've come to set the world on fire, and I wish it were already burning." And in my version of that, great stuff, right? In my version of that telling, in the first draft of the story, I had Jesus quoting from a song that you might be aware of, "The roof is on fire."
Yeah, there you go.
And it goes on. You know how it goes, right?
You don't need no water.
But number one, it seemed a little over the top. And number two, it's ridiculously complex and expensive to get permission to use song lyrics in print. So I just paraphrased the whole thing and put a little footnote in it because all good novels have footnotes, right? There's a footnote that says at this point Jesus would have quoted from the song about letting the entire incestuous edifice burn to the ground because we don't need no water. And just it is that kind of thing that I thought was fun and if nothing else, it made me laugh. And they always say to write the books that you want to read, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And it is. There's there is a I don't know. There's a lightheartedness to it at times that is very fun and very, very funny. And I don't know. I am excited to finish this and to see where we go.
I know that I can be a little pretentious. I know this of myself. So
But
I
you also kind of
Same.
right after you say something, like right after you say something verbose or pretentious, you call yourself out on it in the book, right? I said that to Brad.
Brad is my brother, by the way, who got me on this stage. I'm perfectly willing to exploit nepotism.
But I
If
said
you
that
know
to
Brad,
I
you
said
can
that to
tell
Br-
they're related.
I said that to Brad. I said, is Jeff a verbose guy? Is he? You know, it's a funny thing because any moment where I'm like, oh fuck this guy, the next moment you're like, well, fuck this guy, you know, and it's
Yes.
very funny. Like I found that happen to me multiple times, like early on, where
I
I'm
love
like,
that. So the footnotes are just like, yeah, no, I'm very
Yeah.
self-aware.
yeah, exactly. It really is in a way that kind of, you know, it guides you. Pick up the book.
I wish more books had that, where the author could be like, no, I know that this might be weird. Like, trust me, I'm in on it. Like, I want to know what the author's thinking when I'm reading a book.
I make
So
several apologies in the book. I'm sorry.
That's all I want
Yeah.
is for the author to apologize to me while I'm reading.
I'm so sorry.
Thank you so much.
Please buy the book. I'm so sorry.
So the book is A Life Known and Unknowable by Jeff Carter. You can find this book on whipfandstock.com, WIPFANDSTOC.com. Also, if you need a lot of convenience but don't mind contributing to bad stuff, it is available on Amazon as well. Hey.
Someone has to send that man to space.
Support
okay?
the
Someone's
author.
gotta do it.
Again, A Life Known and Unknowable. Jeff, thank you so much for coming out today. It's wonderful having you.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I leave. I'm sorry.
We got it.
We got it.
All right. You guys, so I talked to our guys backstage, the guys in the ear, and they said you're allowed to try the world record again for world record for most best hot takes ever in 5 minutes. So I talked to the guys. They are fired up about the prospect of doing it again. Audience, are you guys okay with us trying to get this world record figured out? Yeah? Okay, cool. So please welcome back to the stage, really quick, Big Time Garbage. Okay. All right, we need to take this serious this time, you guys. All right, Booth, you guys got the official clock up there. Zero it out. So I'm going to set mine. Good one. Real funny. All right, so we're going to sync our clock. 3, 2, 1, sync. Guys backstage, got it in my ear? Okay, we're ready. All right, so this is a list of... Cool. This is a list of prompts, this time from... we got these prompts from... people at an Insane Clown Posse concert.
Wow.
So that is
The
where these ones
Juggalos
come from.
chimed in.
All right, you guys ready to go?
Let's do it. Let's go.
Prompt number 1. In
I'm
the
ready.
land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king. Is wearing 2 eye patches tougher than sunglasses?
It's tougher. Yes, it is 100% tougher because in the land of no eyes, you're fucking God.
I think you could look like a double pirate if you kind of do that.
Okay. Yeah.
You need to
I'm-
offset it with 2 birds, though.
I don't care how many eyes you have. I don't like kings. I'm not into. I don't.
You're more of a Queens fellow?
No, I'm all royalty. I don't care. 2 eyes, 3 eyes, not my thing.
What if they
Purple.
have 2 parrots though? What
Next
All right,
pro-
yeah, let's
All
do
right,
that.
yeah. Cool,
now
cool.
that
Yep.
Elon Musk owns Twitter, how long till it kills a family with fire and explosions?
I haven't checked my phone in a while. It might have already happened.
I don't know. Can I buy that blue check mark still or no? Mm-hmm.
Wait, no,
really?
you can't. I don't know. I have no idea.
I believe that feature is currently suspended.
Huh.
Kind of like the autopilot. It suspends right before it hits in a Tesla before it hits a wall and explodes and kills people.
All right, next prompt. Where is EJ?
Dead.
No, I think he's at Disney World
Is
right
he
now.
actually at Disney World?
Yeah, he's literally at it. Yeah.
Good for him. EJ is the fourth member.
He
of Big
decided
Time
to try the
Garbage.
record with another podcast. It's kind of disappointing to us all.
Yeah,
but,
he's
you
got
know.
another podcast with Daffy and Minnie and Jack Sparrow.
Most autographs from Disney World.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
he's going for.
EJ eats his own boogers. If you guys want to know about it, that's the kind of guy we're talking about.
A lot of inside baseball here.
Does the fall of the South Korean bond market mean anything to you?
What's a bond?
James Bond.
And it is about time that James Bond was a South Korean guy. I think that's great. We've all, right? Like, maybe a South Korean woman, right?
I do like that. Yeah.
Woo! That's a good hot take.
That's pretty hot.
Damn, that is hot. Holy shit, she's probably hot, huh? That's not nice to
This
say.
imaginary South Korean woman, you just...
Who is James Bond?
yeah,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. I mean,
Jane Bond, if you
yeah,
will.
probably. I don't. They might not.
Guys,
I don't
wait.
know if Bond is a South Korean last name.
What would it be called?
I'm not gonna guess.
Why not?
Because it's not that hot. I don't have takes.
Yeah, speaking of fun hot takes, Kanye loves Hitler. What's up with that?
Alternate universe.
Go on.
Which one?
There was a rift in time about 12 years ago
Okay.
when Donda died, and none of this is actually happening.
Wait, he was going to name his album Hitler, though, right? One of them?
I would say that's bad. That's my hottest take.
Yeah, I'd say that's not nice.
It would be like a weird U-turn from the college-themed album, like late registration and then Hitler. Oh, I missed college.
Yeah.
Kind of
Yeah.
keeps them guessing, you know?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, you do guess.
Will we ever land on Mars?
Land what?
The question, I reject the question because it's from a juggalo, but I'd say if we wanted to, we would have already done it.
I'm a Venus guy. I've always been saying, why aren't we talking about Venus more?
Yeah, I kind of want to land on moisture.
Yeah, let's see what this gas ball is doing. Why aren't we shooting for Venus?
Yeah. How come there's not a Tesla on a gas ball?
Right, yeah.
Holy shit.
I think
Because it's battery powered.
Yeah,
okay.
I guess, yeah, right?
I think we will never actually make it to Mars because it's too dark up there. Can't find it.
All right. Is money good?
For who?
I would say, okay, hot take. Is money good? No, money's well.
Okay. How much do you have?
Right now,
Yeah.
$8.
Okay. That is pretty good. Even
Yeah, that
numbers?
does sound pretty good. That's
Yeah.
at least one hot and ready.
I'd say. I guess it depends how many there are.
My money's good.
Not
That's-
here.
I mean, yeah.
Not
Fiat,
here,
baby.
fella.
All right,
Oh,
hang
shit.
on.
What happened?
Final count. Yeah. Okay. You guys were off by one again.
God, no.
You guys were off by one again. You tied it.
Dadgubbit.
Jeez. Collective grown audience.
Oh.
Do you guys want to hang out for a second?
Yeah, let's do
Yeah.
it.
Talk about big time garbage and like console your failure.
Okay.
Collective groan was the first
can
name
we like
for our
can we
podcast.
Johnny, can we play them in even though they're not going to get up? Please welcome to the stage our next guest, big time garbage. All right, it's great to have you guys. It feels really good to wash away the stench of that failure.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So big time garbage.
How you doing, Dare?
I'm doing really well. How are you doing?
I'm okay. I can't speak for the rest of the gentlemen.
I feel pretty good.
I'm all right. I'm just looking at all the pet hair on
Yeah,
Brett's
you do.
clothes.
I was
Yeah.
honestly, I wasn't going to say anything because I'm a supportive host, but since you're,
I called him out.
you've
yeah.
got a lot of hair on your
It
sweater.
is impressive. It kind of looks like he just shaved himself and missed
Yeah.
all that.
He said no to the smock or whatever.
Yeah, I got a lot of hair on me because I don't really care about like things on the surface. Like I'm not like a superficial guy. I'm more about what's on the inside, which is a really cool T-shirt. But
You're
that's
all
okay
about-
if you guys are.
You're all about innards
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
giblets and
He's
stuff.
about the pet hair on the inside.
Yeah.
Innards and giblets. That's it. So, Big time garbage. What is it?
Yeah, well, you know, we're a podcast where we call people out for petty things like having hair on their sweatshirts, and we talk about things like,
South Korea, North Korea, a lot.
Jane Bond, the South Korean
Jane
woman.
Bond, yeah.
Jim Bond.
The failing South Korean bond market. I don't know if you
Yeah.
guys heard about that story.
Yeah, I
but
heard
it's
about it.
Pretty interesting. Just kind of, we have a podcast, or we really do it on Twitch. It's a Twitch stream where you can join in, get in the chat, and go boo.
Yeah, call us names. It's like the most popular thing to do in the chat is just to make fun of us.
Yeah, you're allowed to do that.
Call me a little boy. A
Yeah.
lot. That gets a lot of.
But yeah, we've been going through.
One
Yeah.
groan from the audience.
Yeah.
Everyone else
Jesus.
agrees.
Yeah, but we did a traditional podcast, but during the pandemic, we kind of switched it so we didn't have to breathe on each other.
Yeah.
So we did it over the computer, and we're still going. We do a live show every second Thursday of the month,
Yeah.
unless we forget.
Yeah. Or this
How many times have you forgotten?
Well, sometimes the second Thursday comes on like November.
Yeah,
8th.
sometimes it comes on the second
You're
one.
like,
or
oh,
whatever.
that's not
Yeah.
too.
You could do the second Thursday after the first Monday.
Yeah.
You could get
Second-
real complicated,
yeah.
and you could design a system.
As long as the second Thursday is like 10 days into the month. I think
Right.
that would, yeah.
Yeah, we do it whenever the fuck we want.
Yeah, that's.
How about that?
Yeah, we're kind of like Bam Margera a little bit, you know?
Like before or after?
Both.
Okay, yeah, no,
Yeah.
I agree.
Well, yeah, we got quite a rapport, quite a community going out there, and
We made a video once too.
Oh yeah, we made a video that we premiered it here.
Oh, yeah?
It was called. Have you heard of the show No Reservations?
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah. It's like that, but worse.
Yeah, it's called Reservations, and we got a local chef
Yeah.
to cook us a nice meal of octopus. And
Because I have a child's mouth.
yeah,
Oh yeah, I remember
yeah.
this
Very
now. You're
picky
very
eater.
picky.
Yeah, I'm very
and it's
picky
not
eater.
like okay picky. It's
No,
like
it's
annoying
like-
picky.
Yeah,
It's like chicken nuggets picky.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
chicken nuggets only
Yeah.
picky.
Yeah, like
I
I
forgot
should.
you got that thing.
I should have more health problems. Probably.
You will.
Yeah, it's coming.
If you ask him what he ate in the last 24 hours, it would sound like a trick or treat basket.
I have had a lot of candy today.
Oh my
That's
God.
not a lie.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
How much
whatever.
candy?
I had a couple Crunch bars. And some
A
Reese's.
couple?
Yeah, don't worry about
Big size
yeah.
or normal?
big size.
Holy
Why would I
shit.
go to the store to buy a regular size Crunch bar? That's
Why would you go to the store to buy a Crunch Bar?
Because it's right there.
All of a sudden, a hairy sweatshirt isn't too bad.
That was going to be my stage name, Harry Sweatshirt.
I like it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we have fun.
Yeah, so it's kind of a
Yeah,
lot
it's
of
a lot.
this.
The video is just me not liking food.
Yeah.
You were scared. You were
I
like
was a little
scared.
scared. Yeah, I don't
Like,
I
it
don't like
was
being
funny
forced
and
to
then-
eat food that I don't like. That's like the worst. Like,
So vegetables.
yeah, right. Vegetables are like.
Yeah.
I mean, octopus honestly wasn't that bad.
And
It was
I,
all right.
and I can see the crowd like you're asking, you're like begging, did we do the Here Comes the Airplane? And yes, we did. We did it. We did it.
I question just I eat a lot of weird foods. Okay, ew, gross. Is octopus the weirdest thing that you've ever eaten? Like, is that the peak weird thing?
It's up there. I've had alligator before.
That's not weird. That's just
no,
gamey.
it's octopus. They live like next door to each other.
Alligators and the octopuses.
Yeah,
do
right.
they
They're like
actually?
the same. They hang out. I think.
Have you
Right?
ever eaten an oyster?
No.
Would you?
I mean, for a filmed
comedy
bit.
Yeah. I think that's what you should do next.
Yeah,
'cause
probably.
That would be funny. Yeah.
See,
Sorry, I just had to sneak in.
No,
there with
that's
that
probably
one.
a good one.
The funniest part about the video is that what gets totally pushed under the rug is the fact that I also ate octopus and I'm a vegetarian.
Would you break edge after like 10 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did pretty
Yeah.
much. Yeah.
All his vegetarian friends beat the shit out of him.
For a comedy video that
Yeah.
142 people
Yeah.
saw. So I'm committed.
There you go. Big Time Garbage. You can find them on Twitch when?
Mondays and Tuesday nights at 10:30. The schedule is probably going to change pretty soon because we all have real jobs and stuff. But
Yeah.
Hey,
Well,
we're getting old. Fuck.
I'm not
Catch it
gonna-
while you still can before we die or quit or both.
awesome. Well, you guys, thank you so much for coming out tonight.
Thank
Love
you
talking
guys,
to you
yeah.
always.
Thanks, Dan.
Love having you on the show. I'll see if we can get another attempt at this record in before
Oh,
the
we did
show.
another one?
Great. Audience, we're getting there. We are getting there tonight. How you feeling? So good. I heard a so good out there.
So good.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're getting there. Alex, how you feeling?
I'm feeling great. That was a lot of toxic masculinity.
I'm glad you pointed it out. I felt like I wanted to chime in. I didn't want to contribute.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that somebody said it.
Yeah, no, I had to bring it up. I was just like, oh, there's a lot of man energy happening right now.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that
There's some funny boys.
Yeah, I'm glad
There's some
that
nice
there's some
funny
funny
boys.
boys at least. Not fully toxic.
Yeah, right? Not fully toxic.
No.
Keep it going for Big Time Garbage, everybody.
Hell yeah.
All right, I think we are here. We're here at our last interview. We can do more. We can figure it out. Thank you for the one groan in the audience. We have a show every month, so you can get more of these. But for now, please welcome to the stage from Passenger Recovery and the band Electric Six, Chris Tait. Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing well. I feel like we just spent 3 hours in a coffee shop talking 3 days ago. Yeah, welcome to the show.
Hey again.
It's really bright up here.
Yeah, it's bright.
Props to you
It
guys.
is. Every once in a while, I realize I'm just drenched in sweat. There's one really bright light, and I get it.
It's
for the
necessary evil.
camera.
That's right.
I'm
It's
used
like
to
begging
lighting
you
for
to
the.
look into it though.
I know. I'm used to
Right?
lighting for the stage, not the camera. It is something else.
I've been sitting for the better part of 20 years off to the side of the stage, so
Yeah.
far to stage right that
You're a
lights
stage
don't
right
even hit
guy?
me. Oh yeah, I'm like that kind of.
If they put you left, do you feel backwards?
Would you
great-
say
Do
Do you
absolutely
play your
not?
Do you play your leads in
I'm
reverse?
the great Oz behind the curtain.
There you go.
Everybody, yeah.
You'd refuse to go on stage?
If I can, yeah,
Yeah.
I've played from the balcony. I've played off stage with the audience. If you're a keyboardist in a rock band, nobody really cares at all.
Yeah, everybody
So you
wants to
just play
see like the
wherever you
V
want.
stance and the power strumming or whatever.
That's right.
I'm a synth guy, so
Yeah.
I feel.
I know. And we played on this stage during the pandemic. Actually,
Yeah.
when Dave was up there, it made me think about I was tucked right back there.
Yeah.
And the guy who was supposed to play drums for us canceled the day of, so I'm going way off on the side tangent here. But so our old drummer Mike Alonso, who is now with Flogging Molly, sat in the day of with no sound check and just knocked it out.
There you
It
go.
was incredible.
Hell yeah.
So-
Live music, or
Yeah.
I
Sign
guess
of a
recorded
true
live
professional.
music.
Yep.
So
Streaming live music.
So you and I have talked in depth about a lot of things. Being someone from a professional performing musician, you started an organization called Passenger Recovery, which is a commendable thing because it is a much needed thing. Can you introduce the audience at home and here? What's Passenger Recovery?
Sure. So I've been a touring musician for 20 years, 11 of them sober, and 6 years ago, 8 years ago, we were on tour in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, or the other way around. Yeah. And we'd driven like 8 hours, and all the coffee shops were closed. It was the middle of winter, and there was no green room, so it was like either sit in a van and freeze your butt off, or sit in a bar. And it was like there has to be something better than this. So, and I had just moved back from LA because I was working at Apple Music at the time. And so in Detroit, it was like, okay, there are awesome recovery communities on the coasts, but in Detroit there was not a whole lot for touring musicians. And so we just kind of a group of us started a meeting at a local record store, and then Aunt Hall and family helped us with our first event. We just started putting things together. Like we had Lowell Tolhurst from The Cure was our first major event, and he did a book signing and did an AA meeting here. You guys helped us out with the chairs. Thank you for that. Speaking of community, and since then it's just we've just kind of moved in the direction that we felt there was a need. A lot of people, as we've discussed, kind of find resistance with AA or NA, and so we put together an online meeting finder that includes Refuge Recovery and SMART and those kinds of different organizations so that anybody who was coming through Southeast Michigan would have options. And then during the pandemic, as we've discussed, amidst a myriad of bad things that have happened through that time period, everything went online. And so we started doing a Tuesday meeting for people who originally were going to be on tour, and it's hard to find support when you're on tour.
Yeah.
It's difficult. The schedule changes every single day. The sound check and show times are different. It's really sometimes it can be really difficult, especially in the Midwest. So we set up a meeting to help people who were either touring or working remotely that were in the music industry, and then pandemic happened, and so it was just as beneficial, we found, for people who were being told to sit still, that work, that are constantly moving, so that's kind of, our original goal was just to create kind of something in Hamtramck, Detroit that was part of a bigger network, and thanks to the pandemic, we actually kind of found that because everybody jumped online. So we met with like the Sims Foundation in Austin and Music Cares in California and Dissonance in Minneapolis, and so now kind of like, we work together with other people, and they know that there are people that leave the lights on for people who are coming through the Midwest now if they need to get out of the gig, or go to a meeting, or just go get coffee. And we set up like clean green rooms for people who are sober that are either touring or coming to festivals too. We did one in Ferndale last year, and this year at the Hamtramck Festival we were passing out Narcan. So we just kind of go in the direction that makes sense.
I mean, it is a. We've talked in depth a little bit about this, but it is there is a growing sober or alcohol-free population, especially in the arts. I mean, it's interesting because you might not know that you're surrounded by it, but it is a group of people who need resources, and whether it is artist-focused sober green rooms or clean green rooms, or it is information about events that are, maybe they have alcohol, but they're not about alcohol, right? That they are, we have a bar here. We are very supportive of sober people as well, so there's a bunch of places that are either parallel aligned or kind of like attached aligned. And I think that network and that, it's an important thing.
And I think everyone's an individual, everybody's different. I can't speak for anyone else, but I know, it's like when I first started touring again, a friend said, okay, so you have to, you're going back into the bars, but instead of treating this like Studio 54 like you used to, you actually have to treat it like a job like the rest of the world. You have to go in there and do sound check and then go get coffee and call somebody that's a friend. And then you go back in and do the job. And then you get out of there and leave work like everybody else does instead of staying there till 3 a.m. And it's interesting because I think a lot of younger artists are a lot more self-aware than I was, for sure. And I think people take better care of themselves on the road than they used to, maybe because so much happened during the pandemic where people actually were talking about mental health and how individual that industry is to the hours and the stress. I mean, when we were talking, we compared it to the restaurant industry. It's madness sometimes. Yeah,
it is. And you look around, and if you are looking for substance use, that can be all you see, right? And in an addict's brain, it's really easy to put the blinders on and only see people drinking. Everybody when you're drinking, everybody at the bar is drinking the same as you, right? And you don't notice that, there's a lot of people doing things responsibly, or what have you. So if anybody watching or anybody in our audience is interested in getting involved in something locally, or looking for some resources, what would you suggest to them?
Well, we have a music mixer coming up at Berkeley Coffee on December 4th from 1 to 4 p.m., which is like the middle age, the guy that used to be a rock and roller who now looks like a substitute teacher. Those are my hours these days. And Polish Village is going to bring food, and Hagira Health and Chris Droidsky who they're going to be artists and musicians doing, and it's not to say who else is going to be there. I'm sorry, Families Against Narcotics is going to be there, and Jennifer Westwood is putting the whole thing together, who is a singer that also runs a group called the Playing in Detroit Tonight Facebook group. Sorry, I wanted to mention her because she and that group did so much good during the pandemic.
Yeah.
Like between they and us, we helped raise $15,000 for people, local roadies and crew and artists that didn't have anything coming in.
Right.
But
Yeah.
that was her. I mean, she spearheaded that for sure. But yeah, I mean, it's just kind of, it's not saying these are the sober people over here, but it's if people want to come up and ask questions, we can send them to, I mean, there are so many great organizations that within the music industry, but even locally, that aren't specific to that can help. Like Families Against Narcotics is awesome with getting people into treatment. So many people are scared because they don't know what it looks like. They don't know who they have to call. They don't know if their insurance is going to cover it. And there are people who help with all that stuff so that it's like they can get you in same day. And that's incredible. That didn't exist 10 years ago.
No.
And when I got sober, and in 2016, when we started with Passenger, the landscape has changed dramatically.
Absolutely.
It's really, it seemed, it's just been, it's a very different world, but I mean, it's still something that I guess that conversation needs to keep going. And so that's what we are doing. Like this music mixer is going to be just people with resources, and then people singing and playing, and there'll be free food. We did one over the summer at the Turnaround on the east side, which is a bar.
Yeah.
But it's like we're not going to sit on stage and preach to anybody, but we will be in the corner if anybody is curious, if they have questions, if they need help, or they want to know, how to.
And I think that these normalizing conversations, I will say to anyone who wants to listen, this is a life and death thing. It really is. I am 10 and a half years clean from opiates, another world, another perspective of the whole thing. But oftentimes people think of addiction and recovery as this like kind of dark, dingy, cold waiting rooms with bright lights. And often it kind of looks like the two of us having fun or doing whatever. And I think that there is an importance to, again, normalizing it, showing the presence, not being ashamed of it. I'm not going to stand on this stage and tell people, don't drink ever. I love when people have fun here and go to the bar and hang out, and it's great. But I do think that normalizing conversations and normalizing people just hanging out and not drinking and not being like, why are you not drinking or whatever, right? Those are important things, I believe.
That's a great point. I mean, when you mentioned earlier where when I was out drinking, everybody was drinking. But really, even the guys that I was playing with were having kids and making changes, just getting older. I mean, we're not a young band. We've been going for 20 years. And I was just... I heard this great talk once where this guy was talking about the way he used alcohol. And he said it was like going to the high school prom, except the lights were off, no one was there, and I walk in going, where's the party? That gave me the chills, because that's what it was like for me at the end. It wasn't a good time.
No, it's not. At the end, it never is.
Right. And and everybody's experience is certainly not that. People actually can have a drink to unwind, but that's not me.
Yeah,
so
no.
And I know, and so that's basically. I mean, we're not trying to tell anybody how to live. We're just saying. I know that there are other people out there that drink like that or use like that, and if they're interested, or they wanna, if they ever have questions about it, I mean, our website's passengerrecovery.com, and we do everything we can to send people in the right direction and just kind of keep the conversation.
Awesome. Passenger Recovery, passengerrecovery.com. Thank you, Chris, so much for coming out. Also, anybody, I will again say, if you are somebody, Passenger Recovery, there's plenty of other resources. There's always people here at Planet Ant who can steer you in the right direction if you are searching for resources like that. Myself being one of them. Do not hesitate to ask me if that is something you're looking for. Ready to try to break this world record a third time?
If they promise.
Audience,
to be
is it
less
okay? Can we
toxic.
try? Can we just? I don't want to leave it on the table. Can we try to break this world record, please? All right, and then we'll end
We
the show.
think that
World
they can do
record,
it,
and then we'll
though?
end it. All right, you guys, big time garbage. Please get back out here. We gotta do this.
They're good. They better do it this time, okay?
All right, I don't want to fuck around this time.
We got this.
That's a jam right there. I need that one.
Not leaving anything to chance this time.
All right.
Yeah.
It was Booth, you got the official time.
Dude,
Officially
bad luck
time.
dog
Go.
there.
Ready? 3, 2. Okay, good. We're synced. These prompts are from the local plumbers union. The Lions recently beat the Bears in football. Do you believe in God? Why?
I don't believe in football because of God.
I don't believe in God because of the Lions.
I'm more of a soccer feller.
How about those Lions, huh? I mean, am I right?
Damn. Never mind. God does exist.
Okay.
2 in a row? Are we
No,
kidding?
yeah, you're right.
I think that they would, if they played soccer, they would win the World Cup.
Dude, what if they were actually all better at soccer?
What if they just got the football confused?
Yeah. That's possible.
Oh, I
Have we
didn't-
tried it?
I didn't spell it with a U. What an idiot. I'm such an idiot.
All right, I think we got it. That's good, good, good.
Since it was the fault of a Ukrainian whoopsie daisy that caused that missile to land in NATO, Poland yesterday, do you believe war is bad or bad and goofy sometimes?
I would agree, yes. I would agree it's sometimes goofy, but also I don't believe in missiles.
Ukrainian whoopsie daisy is my favorite flower.
It smells weird, though. but
it's weird. But
it is pretty.
yeah,
though.
it's very rare.
Yeah.
I think we got that one, yes. We're on a good track. I
All
like
right,
that.
hell
I'm
yeah.
feeling it, I'm feeling
Insulin
it.
producer Eli Lilly's stock dropped 4.5% after a parody account with verification tweeted, "We are excited to announce insulin is free now."
Dog, that thing was so cool.
Yeah, that was cool, and I'm glad that Blaine actually pulled that off.
Oh,
I wish.
Dude.
It is funny to like ruin the stock market with a joke.
It is the power of
Yeah, it's very cool that a guy
Damn.
can just sign up for a fake account and tank the global economy. That's
Yeah.
kind of cool.
Before it was just like Kylie Jenner saying Snapchat sucks. That
Yeah.
can affect people's livelihoods.
Yeah.
But now it's just some guy with $8.
dude, that's all
Yeah.
you need.
Just saying a nice thing from from the account, right? Like it wasn't even. He didn't even say anything mean. He said like what the hopes of the world.
Yeah.
Just a
And
wishful
he's like,
thought.
nope, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay,
Damn.
nice. We got
The World Cup begins in Qatar, or is it pronounced Qatar?
I think it should be pronounced electric guitar.
Yeah.
I think it's pronounced Qatar, right? It's the emo country, right?
Tom Brady and
That's where My Chemical Romance is from,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, they're Qatar-based, Qatar-based. Excuse me.
Tom Brady and Stephen Curry were plumbers cannot write. Were something in a lawsuit with Larry David against the crypto exchange FTX.
Huh.
They endorsed FTX and ads before it recently went bankrupt.
Yes. Okay.
One.
Go ahead. Take it away. Take it away.
I mean, the economics are hard on this one.
I think Larry David did nothing wrong except endorse a crypto company. And for that, cue the music.
Jeff Bezos gives Dolly Parton the Bezos courage. You need to write, Plumbers Union.
Hey,
Jeff
plumbers,
Bezos
plumb
gives
right,
Dolly
right?
Parton the
It's dark in that
Bezos
bar.
Courage Civility Award, which includes $100 million.
Oh, yes. Elon Musk, Dolly Parton, she had that song, working 9 to 5, then 6:30 to 11, pissing in bottles the whole time.
It's cool to give out an award, but call it the Bezos Courage Award. Like if
Like, she had the courage of Jeff Bezos.
yeah.
The courage to exploit people.
To wear a cowboy hat to space. That's the courage he had.
I guess so. Look, I think at the end of the day, Jeff Bezos, write a fucking hit song.
Yeah, idiot.
Idiot. How much blood do you have?
On me?
Yeah, how much do you want?
I got a lot in me, not much on me though right now.
I think we need to stop dividing people up by our blood types.
How much blood do you have, Darren?
O negative.
I'm a little low right now because I haven't seen my guy lately, but I'll be picking up some blood later tonight.
Did you get Taylor Swift tickets?
We covered that. Bart cried. I got 4 of them. I won't be giving him one because I'm going with me and the 3 people who couldn't make it.
Okay, this last prompt just says ad lib in parentheses.
Oh boy. Oh no.
That's it. That's the time.
Damn.
No.
All right, wait.
Did you do it?
Yeah. Drum roll, audience. You did it.
Oh,
you did it.
boy.
You did it. You beat it by 1. You hit it right, the nose on the hair. You got a lip roller, too.
Wait, we got one too many?
Well, you got 1 too many for...
Shit. We beat the record.
Oh.
We
You
won.
beat it.
It's
One
a-
too many in a
Alright.
good way.
It's a positive.
Okay.
And I do want to point out that you do have a lint roller, and that was constructive criticism taken well.
I mean, that's how we sped it up.
Yeah.
Got rid of all that hair.
Exactly.
So we
You're more
You're more
aerodynamic. Aerodynamic hot
You know what?
takes.
After all this, after we've triumphed, I think what I've learned is it's important to care what you look like.
There you go.
yeah.
And
it's
now-
the blood on the outside, not
Now
the
get
inside.
him to eat a couple vegetables if we're on our way.
Okay, let's not go too far here.
All right, everybody, give it up for Big Time Garbage.
Thank you.
Catch them on
Thank you.
Twitch and the second Thursday of the month. Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay. Oh. Alex, we did it. We did it. Do you have any final thoughts for our audience?
I do have a question for you, Darren.
For me,
I've
yeah.
been thinking about it all night.
Cool.
If you could kiss any president on the mouth, who would it be?
Barry O.
You didn't let me finish.
Okay.
Besides Barry O. That's the obvious answer. I have to make it a hard-hitting question, right?
I don't. George Washington? Did that have to be alive?
Any
Is
president.
Jimmy Carter still alive? I think he is, right?
He?
He's
Is Jimmy
old.
Carter
but-
alive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's old, but he's alive.
So Jimmy Carter, avid listener of Ant Planet, come on down and
Yeah, Jimmy Carter, come on the show,
come on
dude.
down, give Darren
Trust
a
me,
big
you'll
old kiss
get
on the mouth,
the
okay?
bump for whatever you're running for these days. Awesome. I do want to again say thank you, audience, for hanging out with us today. Planet Ant is a nonprofit, and for many people, it is our creative home. You got to see some of these wonderful people on stage today. Also, I'm sorry. Johnny's our DJ today, and I forgot to plug Johnny. Normally we have Devin Jetski is our normal guy, but Devin is off teaching. He teaches, so he's expanding the young minds. And Johnny filled in. That's JAH space KNEE. You can catch Johnny this Saturday actually playing Sound Waves in the Ghost Light here. And also he's got a new mixtape out on SoundCloud called 30 Minutes of Thump. Yes, I got it without writing it down. Hell yeah. Johnny rocks. Thank you so much for filling in tonight. We love to have you. Thank you, Alex, for co-hosting.
I had so much fun. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody in the booth. Thank you, everybody on cameras. Thank you, Brad. Thank you, Lauren. Thank you, everybody who joined us. Again, to go where I was, Planet is the creative home for a lot of local artists. I think something like 92% of our programming last year was created right here by local artists. And I think something like 63% of every dollar we spent was directly paid to artists.
Hell yeah.
So we are an
Hell
organization
yeah.
rooted in putting local artists on stage and trying to pay them whatever we can for it. So if you want to support planetant.com/donate or just come to shows, tell your friends, grab a flyer. There's stacks of them everywhere. Put them somewhere, but come hang out. We would love to have you. I'll be around after the show. Come say hi. But now to play us out, please welcome back to the stage our musical guest, Dave Toennies.
The good days are easy, alarm clock will wake me the first chime. The bus comes as scheduled, I'll get where I'm going in
good time. Everything's come up the way you'd explain when you reach in your pocket and find perfect change. Not even angry, you just gave the teller your last dime. Tired to coney chatter over coffee and unwind. Laughing and smiling like eggs over easy were good wine. Laminate countertop seats wrapped in vinyl. At home all the mail says the notice is final. Here in the diner it feels like there's nothing but time. But there's no way of knowing how long it'll last. Outside is sunny, but clouds rolling fast. The plane's in the air every moment, right up to the crash. Tired TV anchor reports that it's worse than we'd first thought. The planet's still warming, the ocean's been rising, the farm's bought. The death toll's uncertain, the Arctic's receding, the Nazis are back, Jeff Bezos is breathing. Somewhere a classroom is praying that those weren't gunshots. But there's no way of knowing how long it'll last. Outside it's sunny, but clouds rolling fast. The plane's in the air every moment, right up to the crash. The bomb hits the ground and then everyone's gone in a flash. The walk home seems longer, the street's nearly empty the whole way. Oh, there's lights in the houses, I walk through the alley where kids play. And off in the distance I hear someone yelling, aroma of dinner drifts over the dwellings. Just for a moment, so clear, then it's fading away. But oh, what a moment it was for a moment today. Thanks, guys.